But with Breece Hall, I know he's got the torn ACL. If we get closer to the season and we learn that he's not going to be ready to start the season, if we we'll learn more health stuff for him when we get to camp, and that may impact by rank. And when I say impact by rank, like Kenneth Walker would jump him, maybe Saquon, depending on where in the world he's at, could jump him. But I don't think I'm moving him beyond 3, just because the dude is 21. He already looked like one of the best running backs in the NFL when he was healthy. I know he's got a long ways to go, just as far as if he does come back this year and you have that post ACL year that a lot of guys have, and he's not a true RB1, then you know what? That stinks, but you still have his age 23 through 27 seasons. And not only that, you have multiple years left on his contract on his team, which even if the situation isn't ideal, I do value guys that have multiple years with a situation locked down on a team, because there's just a lot more uncertainty when you get to free agency. A lot of that is because, and we can talk about this with Saquon, usually when guys change teams, it's because they aren't that good. They didn't live up to what they were supposed to be. With Saquon, if he changes teams, that may not be the case, so it'll be hard to evaluate. But I bet if you looked at just historical precedent, running backs that re-sign with their teams blow away the production of guys that go elsewhere.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that as well. I mean, mine was just addressing the uncertainty, and that's where I was waiting more of it.
Mm-hmm.
With these ranks, everybody I have in front of them is healthy, good to go, and I feel good about their situation. The only one on this that has an upcoming uncertain situation I put above him is Josh Jacobs.
Yep.
Who I think the skill has proven far and above that wherever he lands, he could end up in a better situation than what the Raiders have done with
I just have such a big smile on my face that you said that. I love that.
I mean, he's been like the best running back in the NFL this year almost.
Yep.
So everybody above him, I'm weighing the certainty. And Breece Hall's allure is his explosiveness, which with an ACL, I just feel like there's a lot more potential for it to take longer for that to return.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we even saw it with J.K. Dobbins, who got injured before Breece Hall on the same timeline, and it took him a while to get back.
And we saw it with Saquon, who, we haven't heard that Breece Hall has the other issues that Dobbins had with the PCL, and he ripped his hamstring up too.
Yeah.
So Dobbins had it slightly worse. He has the Javonte Williams injury, basically. But even with Saquon, it took time, and we were all disappointed with his first year post ACL. Not everybody can be Adrian Peterson. Actually, only one person can be Adrian Peterson, and that is Adrian Peterson.
Yes. That's my concern, is that I think that the timeline for me really liking him as an RB1 in fantasy might be like a year and a half out, and everybody I put above him, I can see hitting the RB1 status in the next year, or currently are RB1s.
I get that. And I usually don't like to look like too far ahead. I like to do like a couple year window when I think about Dynasty. Just with Breece Hall, I think he proved to me that he's good enough to kind of justify looking that far ahead. And he's still so young. He's 21 right now. He'll be 22. I think he'll still be 21, just turned 22 when he plays his next game. So he's still extremely young. He was like a full year younger than Kenneth Walker. So even a year younger than Kenneth Walker. So he just has such a long runway that he gets a little bit of a benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, my last concern is the Jets. I do think that franchise is in a bad spot because they can't find a quarterback, and they're winning games, and they could just get stuck in this middle tier road for a long time.
They could also end up signing, they could be a free agent destination for a Derek Carr, for a Jimmy Garoppolo, which isn't great, but as long as Breece Hall has a competent offense, and once he gets fully healthy, like, he's going to be fine. He's going to be an RB1.